Hi, I'm Ryan Thomas, and my capstone project was the new peanut butter jar. So, the problem is, peanut butter jars aren't very efficient. It'll get on your knuckles or your knife and spoon, and there's peanut butter left behind on the side, bottom, and upper lip of the jar. And my design here is a traditional type of a jar, but has a middle section added so that I can screw off and make a smaller jar and allow for better removal and storage. And it satisfies the following constraints of no more than 6 ounces, able to grasp in one hand, a maximum product of 60 ounces, fits on a pantry shelf, easy to package, maximum width of 4 inches, food grade plastic, able to grasp the lid, so by the top in one hand, and similar to a typical jar shape. And the criteria was that it had to be clear, smooth sides so that the manufacturer could put a label on it, and the lid would be easy to open, and then not too flexible, so it's not flimsy plastic, it's pretty sturdy plastic, strong enough to withstand a fall. And then this top lid has to fit on the bottom container as well, so these two thread sizes had to be the same. And the preliminary ideas were a traditional jar, a box like a cube size, and then a bag. I did a function and means analysis, and it came to the criteria of containing the peanut butter, protecting the peanut butter, and serving out the peanut butter. And the container type performed the best. So I came up with 3 designs of a container, one of which was where it was a lid, a middle section, and a bottom section, one main section with 2 lids, and then 4 pieces where there was a lid and a middle piece that was separate from the 2 sections in here. And I did a design option analysis of that according to cost, weight, fitting on a shelf, appearance, safety, and other factors. And it came to that design A was the best, which is what I had here. And that leads me to my sketch with the 2 pieces and the lid. And the lid is just a basic piece that has threads, which screws on to the midsection, which has threads on the top and on the inside of the bottom, so that that can screw into the top of the bottom. And then this would be the final assembly. So, because testing the prototype would essentially ruin it because it's a disposable product, and creating a prototype is pretty difficult, I didn't end up testing it. I did create this prototype, and it is comprised of 2 small ice cream jars. I glued them together with a beaded glue, and then cut the bottom of the top jar and then the lid of the bottom jar, so that it's one flowing container. And this creates the basic concept of my idea, because essentially it would be best to create it from scratch, but you can homemade make it from scratch. And if I were to test it, I would fill it up with peanut butter and see if removing it would allow for more or less waste and rather than a traditional jar. And it works by simply screwing off the top lid, using your peanut butter down to the level where it would be part of the bottom jar, screwing off the middle section, and then screwing back on the original lid. So you'd have your smaller jar, and you could scrape out some of the excess peanut butter in here to minimize waste. So overall, I'm pretty satisfied with my design. I think it's better than most currently available products. And other attempts like a push pop type thing didn't seem as efficient as what I've done, because it wasn't minimizing the size of the container. Even though it would shrink, the size of the container would remain the same, even though the main contained peanut butter area would shrink. And if there was a way to do that, that would be great, but I didn't see a way that could happen. And I think that my design would leave a little bit of peanut butter left behind on the sides, but there's really no way around that. So overall, I'm pretty happy. I think it's pretty good.